So they have a set of restriction. So we're gonna talk about that. So best with today's homework, you gotta have a graphing paper. So that's why I like iPad, because iPad has graphing paper here. Wait, why it's not showing? Nothing's working today. Wait, hold on, it's working. So here should be work. Okay. So piecewise function. I'm going to talk about a couple things. I'm going to talk about function notation first, and then before we get to piecewise function, we're going to start something easy. So if I have fx equal to 3x squared minus 4, what is f of -2? That's just a function notation. So instead of me writing y, I'm going to write in terms of fx. Okay, then 8. Yep. So basically replace the x, right, with -2. So you always replace whatever inside the parenthesis with x. Minus 4, that's equal to 3 to the 4. Minus 4, that's equal to 12. Minus 4, that's equal to 8. So that's a very easy function notation. Okay, so we are going to a little bit about function. This is about algebra 1-ish. Algebra 2, that you might see this. This one's a little bit harder now. You replace everywhere has x. With x plus 2, including parentheses. So what does that mean? That means that 3 here, you must have a parenthesis here. Does that make sense? And you can expand them, but don't kill puppy right here, because it's not x squared plus 4, especially Emerson. Don't kill puppy over there, right? So it'd be 3x plus 2 times x plus 2 minus 4. That's going to be 3x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 4. That's equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 12 minus 4, which is 3x squared plus 12x plus 8. So that is the n. What will happen? But just replace whatever x with x plus 2 with parenthesis on it. Always get a parenthesis on it. Does that make sense? Sorry, I talk funny because I have all the suture in my mouth. Any questions? Astro, can you see? So later on, we're going to talk about all different kind of operation, but right now we're just going to talk about a straight line with piecewise. So right now I'm going to say, hey, I have a function. This is the function f of x. And there are multiple pieces. There are multiple pieces. Okay. And those of you guys don't have a desk yet, bring 3 more desks in there. Now, whenever you guys are late in the future, it's guys gonna sit in the back because other people are gonna replace that temporarily. But ideally, probably only one person left. We got all the seats. Today everybody's here. Okay, so I have this function here. I'm gonna give you 3 different formats and have 3 different restrictions. So actually, I might give you 4. So let's start with the first one. The first one, I'm gonna say, okay, well, y minus 2 equal to negative 4 over 3 times x minus 4 when x. Now this part is when x greater than 4. Is that okay? So I'm going to use blue to represent different graph, but it has the restriction. I only graph when x greater than 4. I don't graph anything less than 4. Is that okay? Okay, second function, I'm going to label it as green. So what happens is 2. When x between 4 and negative 2. That's going to be graph function y equal to 2. Okay, the next one will be a 3x minus 2y is equal to 6. When x between 2 and negative 2. Oops, I'm going to change the color for this one. What color shall we want? Purple. And last one, I'm going to do red. Y is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 2 when x is less than negative 2. So there's a lot of things going on. There's 4 different pieces. That's why they call it piecewise function. Piece. Every piece has its restriction. So for me, I figure out what a restriction there. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to drag this down here so we have more room. Does everybody copy down the question before we start? Okay. So I'm going to start with the restriction first. And I'm going to show you what a restriction. That means blue function only graph certain situations. So greater than 4, it's going to be like here. Oh, that's not able to tell. That means blue function only graph on the blue. Green function only graph on the green, which is 2 to negative 2. Purple function is going to be here. And the red function is going to be here. From here to here. That's not a graph, by the way. That just told you red function going to start here to here. The green function is going to start here to here. Purple function here to here, red function here to here. Are we okay here? Okay. So let's graph from the first one. How to graph this function? What do you guys think? How do I graph this? Okay, so where's my point? Do I start? Yeah, which point do we start? 4, 2 is good. Do you guys know that? You start with 4 and 2 right here. And that's going to be open circle. So that's going to be open circle here. What kind of slope is that? So that's first one. The point is going to be 4, comma 2. The slope is what? Negative 4/3, right? Or negative 3/4, sorry, my bad. So it'll be negative 3/4. Because this is a point in slope form, it must start with a point. And gonna go down 4 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit down, 3 unit here, 4 unit, 3 unit, and I graph my first line. Any questions so far? Yes.
Where did you get 4 and 2?
That's a good question. That's where the point and slope form we graphed yesterday. Point and slope form start with this point.
Oh,
So opposite sign. So it's negative 4 is positive 4 here. And the negative 2 is going to be positive 2. That's called point and slope form. You start with a point. You don't start with y-intercept. You start with a point. Good. 2. I'm going to graph just a green part. How do I graph y equal to 2? Annika? Yeah, but you're going to stop from here to here. Okay. So one part is going to be closed circle because it's equal to. Are we okay here? Before I go any faster, let me know. Slow me down. Says, hey, I don't understand. Ashton? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad. Thank you. I appreciate you. I can count. Sorry about that. Thank you, Ashton. Now I'm going to graph the purple line. How do I graph the purple line? Okay, Austin got a good idea. So how about work it out to slope intercept form? So I'm gonna go do purple work here. So purple work is gonna be 3x minus 2y equals 6. This is how you get y divided by everything by negative 2. Are we okay here? Andrew, are you awake? Don't look like it. Now can I graph it? But remember the restriction, right? Restriction only from negative 2 to 2. So negative 3. Go up 3, right 2. So we're gonna go up 3, right 2. It's gonna be open circle this way. and be like this. Am I going too fast? Yes.
So after that one, you have just two.
Because of restrictions as open circle. Do you see that?
Mhm.
Next one. Negative half x minus 2. So I'm going to start with here. Because y-intercept is at negative 2. And it's going to go down like, it's going to go, go this way. Because it's going to go down like this. But I'm going to start the graph right here. I'm not going to start graph right here. So here. Sorry. Negative 2. Oh, no, I did it wrong. Negative 2 is going to be right here. Here. This is a red line. Because if you trace back, it's going to be right here. So it's going to be. So there you go. That's my piecewise graph. This part requires a lot of discipline. Now, one thing, the question I'm going to give it to you is always pass vertical line test. That means if I draw a pencil, if I take a pencil, scan from left to right, never intersect 2 points. If it does, that means my question is wrong. It's not a function. So if you have overlap in anywhere of the whole spectrum, that means you did something wrong. Are we okay here? Yes.
If the function doesn't like go up inside the restrictions, it also like.
What do you mean?
So if like the line that the function show are like aren't shown because of the restrictions.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is if you have a graph like this, right? If you have graph one part of graph like this, one part of graph like this, you fail vertical line test, then that's not a function. So a lot of time I see people graph piecewise because they cannot pay attention to restriction. That's why they have messed up. Okay, one last thing. Yes. The last line? Yeah, sure. So this is the red line here is m is equal to negative 1/2. The y-intercept is going to be 0, negative 2. So we start right here. The slope is go down 1, right 2. But however, the slope can go 1 over negative 2. Does that make sense? That means I'm going up 1, left 2. So up 1, left 2, up 1, left 2, up 1, left 2. So that's how you get here. And going up. Questions? Now, one last question I'm going to ask you is this. What would be a function notation that says f of something? I say f of 6. What is f of 6? Can you guys give a shot? What's f of 6 here? I'll give it easier. I'm gonna ask you f of 7 first because f of 7 is slightly easier. f of 7. Anybody can tell me what f7 is? It's an integer, by the way. Yes.
7 negative 2. Negative 2.
How do you know?
Because on the graph.
Wow.
The x equals 7 on the graph. Negative 2.
Bennett, that's good. That's really good. He says, if I already graphic, and I just use a graphic, I'm gonna go to 7. I'm gonna go to 7, but you have to make sure you graph it right, because if you graph it wrong, it's bad. So 7 right here, and going down the value, that's -2. Very good job. Effortlessly. You can also plug in to find out if it's -2. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna double verify. Just make sure my graph's right. So that means I'm gonna plug in 7 in there. So y minus 2 equal to -4/3 times 7 minus 4. Y minus 2 equal to -4/3 times 3. Cancel out. -4 plus 2, that's equal to -2. So that means my input is 7. Plug in the first function, not the second one, not the third one, not the fourth one. Because it says 7, 7 is following the restrictions. Yes. So we go to when x equal to 7. So 7, and we see the graph is right here. Sorry, here, and going down, that's it. Because that follow restriction, that graph follow restriction. Does that make sense? Can you tell me what is f of 3 is? Now I'm gonna change the color. Now Bennett's got it. I need other people to get it. What is f of 3? Nathan?
0.
No.
Identified.
No.
2.
2. How is 2? It's on a graph. Good. Go to 3. And remember, this is a green function, so let me change this to green. Does that make sense? Okay. How about f of 0? What is the f of 0? Yes.
-3.
-3, good. How about f of -4? The graphs are not really good, but f of -4. 0. Good. It's right here, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to check your answer today. You're gonna go decimal. If you graph it, once you go decimal, you graph it. Don't copy it, because you're not learning if you copy. You graph it, go match. Am I doing it right? Which part I'm doing wrong? Remember, you gotta practice harder than your test. If you practice harder than your test, you do better on the test. Yes.
I just still have to think, but why was that considered -3?
Because at 0, here is 0. The y value is -3. The output is -3. But with the pretense that your graph's right. Now, how do you make sure your graph's right? So, go to the function. What's the first equation? Can you guys read it to me?
Y minus 2
Y minus 2
is equal to -4/3
equal to -4/3.
times x minus 4.
X minus 4. You guys should try this on decimal. How do I do the restrictions? The restrictions what? you had to do something called brace. Here, look at this, brace. X is greater than 4. And that's it. Do you see that? The graph, only graph x greater than 4. Do you see that? Okay, next one. Y equal to 2, right? What's the restriction? You're gonna use a brace too? You guys gotta try it. The brace right here. Get a phone out. Download the Desmo app. -2 less than x less than, no, actually 2. Try it on your Desmo. It's okay. Get your phone out. What's the next function? What's a restriction?
-2 is greater less than x.
2? Okay. What's the last one?
Y equals -1/2 x minus 2.
What's the restriction?
X is less than -2.
X less than -2. There you go. I got this function right here. It looks exactly like that. Now, should you cheat? No. You should graph it, get it wrong, and go back to find out where you did wrong. So a lot of people don't understand. Homework should be harder than the test. You should practice your homework like you practice harder than the test. That's how you do well. You can say, man, I'm wrong. Give me another problem. Let me see if I can get it right. Let me see where I did wrong. That's how you become better at math. Okay, I'm gonna give you one question. I'm gonna ask you to graph it for the rest of the period. I'm gonna ask you to try it on Desmo. And this is the first question on your homework, so you can try right now. Oh, I want to mention one more thing. Its slope is -2/3, like this. That's also equal to 2 over -3. Does that make sense? Because the negative sign can float up or bottom, doesn't matter. Because that you can check backward the line. And the slope is negative. If the slope is 4, that can be -4 over -1. So you can be both negative, become positive. Hopefully that clear or something. So it is a -3. Y minus 3 there. This one? Yes. Yes.
Will you ever have restrictions on and y on the same function?
Not on piecewise, no. You can, but not on the same function. Yes, Bennett. What happened?
Is the two Y's in the blue?
Oh yeah, there should be one's X, huh? Hold on a second. This one should be X. You're right. Sorry. My fault. So Bennett said the first function it should be X on the other side. He's absolutely right. You need a graphing paper. If you don't go home, buy a graphing paper. The best thing is the iPad because you can have graphing paper anytime. But yeah, not everybody can afford an iPad. So you can also, if you cannot buy a small whiteboard, graph on a small whiteboard, there's a whiteboard with the grids on it. I used to have a lot of those. I don't know what. And then check your answer on decimals after you're done. And after you're done, I want you to ask following question: f of 4, f of 1, and f of -1, and f of -6. I'm wrong, help you? So you should not use pen. So use pencil because once I like that restriction. Hopefully, guys gotta finish your graph before you go, otherwise you have no idea what's going on. Oh, that should be X. Oh, that was confusing. That's okay. Sorry. That should be X. My brain is not 100% wired. Sorry. That should be X. That should be X. That's why Robert was asking me that question, and I didn't realize what's he asking. So, this should be X. Makes it a lot easier. Sorry. It was my fault. My brain is not 100% yet. I'm still under drug from yesterday. Yes. -3 over 2. Wait, which one? The last one's -2x minus 4. So that restriction on the graph, x greater than 3, make sure we do that. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I don't even remember what happened yesterday. I got sent in it for IBM, but I don't remember what she did. Important is gonna be for the person here, for the person. For this one, just negative. Don't use pen. You're gonna erase it, use pencil. Also bring the different color marker. When you want to graph, I know, what is the point here? Point is gonna be what? Write down, -3, -2. No, actually, no, it's -3, hold on a second. It's x minus 3, so it's +3, -2. Okay, by the way, if you guys don't have graphing paper, buy a notebook like this. It helps a lot. This is really nice. What? Where is it? 3, -2, yep. 3, -2, right here. It has -3 over 2 slope.
It's coefficient y is equal to y is 3, but the horizontal line.
If you need help come after school, the more you do it here with supervision, the better. That's really hard stuff. -3, 2. Okay. So the slope is going to be -3, 2. Yeah, that's right. That's perfect. Now, -2. I think the problem of this point, you are a -4, 2. It should be -3, 2 in here. So -3, 2, 2. 3, -4, 2. So do you see that point is not connected? This is going to and this is connected to this. Yeah, that's fine. And this one is going to be, I don't know.
Remember the y plus 2 and the x line.
Four right there. Yep.
So once you do
Four.
that,
This one is
from there, you can just work your way down.
It's perfect. You just draw a line here, so that way if you help somebody, you know what's going on. So this line is off. Good. Very good job. Check on Tasmo once you're done. -3, -2, because this is opposite side. 3 over 2. No, it's not. This one is fine.
It's the
This one, yeah, it's off. 4,
and from there we'll go 4, 3, so that's and then the other one. I just started from 0, which was a +4, right? So I just put the +4, it's not filled in, you couldn't put it in 0. And then I went down, and I just did the opposite. I went down. It's 4 over 3 is just going up 4 over 3, right? You have to go -2 or -2.
So it's -2.
And then that's your -2.
-2.
The restriction.
-2.
It can't be on -2.
-2
Yeah, it
is,
can't be on
so if you have that means -2 over 1 or -2 over
Yeah, and you know, so
whatever one
and it can be everything in between.
on track backward cover this. Check on that mode, guys. Check on that mode if you don't know how to do it. Yeah, you fall asleep halfway. You missed the whole lesson. You cannot fall asleep.
This one, you see how the overall it's
See how each other kind of.
Exactly. Can you help her out?
So you did it weird.
Guys, if you need help, come out to school to work together. Better was supervision.
I'm good at drafting. I don't know why I don't have it. My friends were ahead of me.
On my long look, Gloria hat. You already catch up. Now you got to head. Right in one part. Now that's now like that, right? It's like you winning. You start. Try up to another person, right? Now you got. Okay. Bye. What's wait, new kid, come here. That's a lot of thing to catch up.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Come after school if you need help. Can your family afford tutoring or no?
I believe we can, yes.
Okay, I can have student. You can contact me.
Okay.
I'll have student help you. one by one.
It's actually a refreshing lesson because it's a lot of stuff that we learned last year in my last class,
Mhm.
very similar to it. And I missed doing actual math.
Hold on, come here, come here. You need a.
Oh, right. I totally
What's
forgot
up,
about
okay.
that. I missed doing real math.
I can't even talk right.
It's solid. It's okay.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I don't know.
You should be at home now.
I'm not gonna tell you which brand it was, but one of them said that you look like an ape, which is not what I thought. Terrible.
I look like right now.
You said at first it was like
When did he saw me?
frustrated.
Oh. Do I look like an ape right now?
No, Mr. Yan, you look as great as ever.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for me.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Okay, and there's also YouTube video.
Okay.
All the videos recorded. Type in. Hold on. Type in right now. www.youtube.com/DJYUF. YouTube.com DJYUF. Click subscribe, like, and comment. I still have sense of humor, even though I'm kind of drunk.
No, me and we were both like, who's driving? You know?
My wife driving me. I don't remember what happened after surgery. I just go home. Huh?
The
What?
letters after the
DJYUF.
the line.
MCA.
Can I actually have a late test to the next class? It's kind of far away.
Where you going?
I'm going to Miss Levine's class 8
Oh, she's
in the 500 building.
Park.
Yeah.
Park.
AP2DR.
Well, actually, that's silly.
I know this is really shitty class, but
Don't worry,
she
it
knows
works.
me. She knows me.
I wasn't.
My whole face is numb. Alright, quiet down. I need to finish this video for the algebra 2 or for the pre-calc kids. Linear graph list, but maybe some of you guys need to learn how to graph piecewise functions, so it may help you as well.
So excited.
So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the blue graph. The blue graph is x greater than 3, so it's be greater than 3 here. Now I'm gonna use the point slope form. So this gonna give you a point of 3 comma negative 2. So 3 comma negative 2 is right here. And it has slope of negative 3 over 2. So it means go down 3, right 2. And when equation's negative 2, that means it has a horizontal line. Now for this one, I'm going to solve for y. I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. Guys, now I'm going to have 4 here. And it's going to be open circle. The slope is negative 4 over negative 3. Why? Because 4 over 3 is same thing as negative 4 over negative 3. So it can go backwards. And the last part is going to be negative 2x minus 4. So I'm going to start at negative 4 right here. The slope is negative 2, which is negative 2 over 1. So it's going to give you like this. But this point is going to go move forward. And then I need to figure out what f of 4 is. F of 4 is going to be plugging the 4 into the first function. So that one's kind of hard. So it'll be y plus 2 equal to negative 3 over 2 times 4 minus 3. That's equal to negative 3 over 2 minus 2. So minus 3.5. At f of 1, it's going to be negative 2. At negative 1, I'm going to plug in the x. So I'm going to plug in this one. You see 3y minus 4 times negative 1 equal to 12. 3y is equal to 12 plus 4 is 16. I don't think that's right. Hold on a second. Negative 1. This one's plus 4, so it's not. It's 8. And a y equal to 8 over 3. So that's 8 over 3. Plug in negative 6. It's going to be 12 minus 4 is 8. And that's the whole graph. And that should be all.